Tazaganika Siwangalushne. And this is out on the Trabeter so yeah the Trabeter so Birsti Bikini Dressa 7 8 dayu Rustusa Kalacho Chinga Nalazeo Bikini Dressa he is to the Dunley to the Nuni Yaro Sanales to Snake out the need science to this and Nase Mayat Ado Oridun na pas insidirises ni Oridun asi sa dunecho Nechala ni Ahun Stilsons
Nechala ni ahul dilsana. Good morning, Salat in a gabi nezuu gabi. Edlarot say hi, say what's up. Good morning. See Willis Janvier Hushe Nintelas touring Alash Saskatchewan, Clearwater River Dene Nation band member at the Hesleondala, Kudunzinage, Treaty 4 Territorial. Noal Huntati Danadlia. Say hi, say what's up. Thought I'd change it up. Altana Hakailt Eda chased, So yeah, I didn't go live in the kitchen. But instead I said I'll go live in the seat, the hot seat. Hey, there are another. Adlanot asalat in a zinege tede. No hala huntasi die. No analytics going at you and made me wonder. Bring back the morning show and mental health boss. Because Zineke past guest. I had a past guest share, Instagram guy. And I won't read it or I won't read who it is. But let me get on it and then I'll Yaze Bagayost. Yazaze. But anyway, say hi. Dogo it's Ozzy. Let me know. And it's always good then to hear from people. Good day, Jamie. Good morning. And Adrit, I Zineget Hedanich. I thought it's banana he there's no then because over the last couple of weeks Sahal Hotiu I was invited next week at Jeresh to speak on drugs and alcohol, Konisia Baza, and then share my story. And then, a lot of the things kind of learn. Then struggling, Konisia Baza. So I thought, hey, man, it's probably kind of heavy. Gabin Dana and I'm like, you never know who's listening, Side Dana Kola. So good morning, Lisa. But Zinek, and I'm gonna reach out to Bitsen and Bahalias Tia once again, and suicide. Something maybe. I mean, hidden a lot. Then I know that than the old Jelu. I've had suicidal thoughts too. So, even in sobriety, like do it. you know, do it, so just wanted to end, and I get that feeling too. It's a feeling, But dene sa abuse kon isiga de yaltie, you know, abuse and sharing social media kesa, and it's a lot of courage to do that, personal kontu for a lot of people to see. Good morning, Nico. Abinazu. And good morning, my old friend. Be safe, stay warm and healthy. Every day is a recovering day for me, brother. Been a year. Hey, Nizu. Nizu, good for you. And, Dene, just like Darnell. And Dene San, I see it more and more and more. It's good too, Nizu. Do last dinner who there when toy drugs at the hotel. Some slides, and don't ubak honest tare over the years. Dene Sanlu. And even my own experience on his own, that I always thank Setsani that Ford McMurray not there. I I always remember them, And then at it, in my own, it's been the closest people in my life. Hey, Klein and Sont Elsa, you show me who you hang around. Like if Coney Bars and on their own day, it's gonna take it again, And they're a Dene do Sola, and I'm not gonna say male or female. And I don't even know if I did, but abuse going to and suicide the area so at a young age, you know. Good morning, Leanne. Good morning. Been sober 8 years, felt twice hard, but alcohol don't bother me. Yeah, nezuu. Don't then they're so courageous. Then lots of courage. They're brave to do this and to put on, their sexual abuse, any type of abuse, suicide. There you go. And kont isirera aiha domestic violence, and you just come across a dirt honidarit isi, and it makes you wonder, Holai due honi denolala. Man, I go through those times, and people. This is why I always talk about mental health. Try to touch on it, and that's what I get to do next week. I get to go and share my own journey, and you just never know who's watching. I don't know who's watching here. A lot of times, just like Sequib, then I go to the boss, and I got this message from someone I grew up with, but it's in class, and they were surprised they knew who I was. It was a little bit strange, So you never know who's watching, but go easy. I like to go easy, see they, so it's in Facebook, personal Facebook, and it's in it. I try to laugh all the time. It is serious, I mean, I just battle. I'm like, and brings a little bit of fun and joy to people, but there's a time, yeah, said to be seriousness then, and then there's most of the time I'm, you know, always trying to be funny. The Jim Carrey is my favorite of all time. But who knows? Maybe it's something with me because every actor is a little. I mean, a comedian they say is a little messed up. See, I'm a little messed up. I'll tell you that for sure. There is no doubt. Good morning, Jamie. There is no doubt, and Edre domestic violence, suicide, ganyan tiu. Holline bets in honni whole new conferences, you going to see workshops with Aussie, and I'm gonna bring her on again. Oh, I said that's a woman, but I'm gonna bring him on, and I want to hear more because the knock at it, you know, it was other than it. You want to share and Yazzie. Good morning. Plenty in years that on each one, that on years years So that's why mental health boss continue and Massin that Facebook at Denetla lately. Denetla, they've just been sharing, their journey, sobriety journey, Facebook as a day out, and it's pretty cool. Because you never know I had Aussie. It's but onala at easy, So must see Cho for doing that. That's in it. Dinig have the videos in it. Dene content on Facebook. Ederasai. Say easy, Denozi. Oh yeah, bullying as a parent, we have to watch what we say. Yeah, Arnila. Actually, that's funny you brought that up. And Zinege Bagayas Tinia, or someone close to me, about bullying. Even Asne they call it. It's a little. I gotta write down my thoughts at Bagayas today. And it makes you want like why Tladiha. I don't know. I've done it too. I'm not you know, and but to always live that way, it's not like something I always do. But then I didn't, and there's one I dealt with this situation and kind of watch that now, really watch that. So I mean, we're not perfect, but you know, Heal Chule is gonna continue. But Zinega had this conversation and I wasn't too happy about it. I hope they deal with it accordingly. within the organization, because there's no need for it. Bullying, especially Altnere. Sakwe is always watching us, you know. Koni zeni larahola tidarit au dene darit eladanu sanahola dene darit au alkeye leonda, or even denade, if you're trying to be sneaky, like Eschewe, Abakei. See? Is it Dennis Utlena? We do that. Sunke Hanana there, if you don't want Daddy Netzit aren't in the Zethiayan Eltio. And then Eschetter. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh man. So I'm gonna share my screen with you. And then we're gonna watch a Manitoba's forced relocation. Huliad racism survived 1978. It's a long time. This video is from a long time ago. So let's check it out, and then we'll chat. Okay.
Tadouli Lake is the only community of the eastern branch of Dene people in Canada. They call themselves Sayisi Dene. For hundreds of years, the Sayisi Dene had roamed through northern Manitoba, following caribou herds. In the 20th century, they settled at Little Duck Lake, where they lived by hunting, trapping, and trading pelts. But in 1948, the fur market collapsed. The federal government thought the Dene were killing too many caribou. In the 50s, the Department of Indian Affairs forcibly relocated the band to Churchill. The move proved disastrous. Caribou hunters were made slum dwellers. More than 100 people died, alcohol-related deaths, in Churchill's Camp 10 and the Dene village. They died in fires, in violence, and in accidents.
Were destroyed, I suppose, and put it that way. Were sort of stripped of their pride and culture, the traditional lifestyle. We became, I guess, nothing. We were considered a more slum Manitoba at that point. The government came along, took them away from their homeland, and dumped them to Churchill, and no directions, no counseling, no nothing, just left the people.
Even the government admitted the relocation had been a mistake. After a brief experiment around North Knife Lake, the Sayisi Dene people settled here at Tadouli Lake. They've left behind a nightmare, the nightmare of the Dene village slum ghetto in Churchill. Settling here in 1973 was this band's last attempt to return to its traditional way of life, hunting and trapping in the northern bush. Bush life is free of alcohol. That means Isaac Tom, the only police constable here, has time to spare.
There's hardly any trouble here, and there's really nothing much to do around here because there's hardly any fighting and things like that. So when the police come in from Lynn Lake or regular visit, I just give them a hand and I haul water for the old people, the ones that can get water for themselves, things like that.
Our children are not getting education to compete with the outside. And on the other hand, they're not learning the skill of the bush life. It's those people that perish while in Churchill, I guess they would, if they were alive today, I suppose they would have, they would sort of act like teachers, teaching the young people how to live in the land and so on. But because of that, most of the good men who were good hunters and trappers, most of them are gone, I suppose. There's only maybe just few of them. So what's happening here is that the young people that we have here, I think, are caught in the middle.
You got 10 fingers and 2 more, 10. 11, 12. Okay. So 12. So that's not right. Okay.
The Taduli Lake School goes from kindergarten to grade 5. For grade 6, children have to go away to Thompson or to Winnipeg.
The dilemma is that I'm teaching the children to go out of this community who will never come back.
Where would you like to get a job when you finally do get a job?
Thompson, maybe Winnipeg.
I don't see any reason why we have to send our kids to go to school, high school. I think we should have our own high school, where we don't have to send our children away. It does get tiring when you're sitting year after year after year and waiting for the government to do something and nothing gets done.
The caribou hunt is still important to the Sayisi Dene. They use the hide for clothes and they dry the meat. But hunting does not provide a livelihood. This is a welfare community.
There has to be some kind of a compensation to the people of Taduli Lake, to my people, for the damage that they did, and which is affecting our lives here, the lives of the young people now.
Taduli is a nice place to be in a lot of ways. It's quiet, there's no drinking, there's no problems with people fighting, and it's peaceful. And there's things here that we are doing that we would have never did in Churchill, the hunting and the trapping and the handicraft and the soapstone, the wood carving, all the artists that we have here. None of that we had in Churchill. We might have had people that were very talented in Churchill, but we didn't recognize it because of the drinking, too much drinking being involved. And that's nice to see. It's nice to know that you have people that are talented.
There's a better way.
So a Taduli Lake, it's in the yeah, I think that's you need to read the Night Spirits if you haven't. I think I ordered it actually. I haven't read it yet, but IST, he's my late uncle. Ayerts and it is Sharon. What I do? Churchill now. Churchill. One day I'm gonna visit Churchill. I just want to see the polar bears. But Bonnery, yo. One time, well, I guess Lac Brochena, yo, the plane had to go to Taduli Lake. It's just a small town, like a village. You know, Taduli Lake. I think just one little area of houses, airport, school. I think that's, and then water everywhere. It's crazy. Daltetu is just is surrounded by little lakes. I think. Pretty sure I remember. Yeah, sounds about right. I remember this guy, last name Yazzie, told me a story about Churchill. They live in a dump and ate from dump. Sad when they told me he was one of them that moved when he was 8 at the time. Oh man. Yeah, so a Unite Spirits count. That's a sad story. Was your family? Then Sharon. Part of it, I guess if you're from there, it's you connected to it. Good morning, Salah. That's where my dad lived, and he gets lots of story that about that Dene village. Because Brocheo, they had to leave too. I heard it. Brocheo and Naju Dene, they still weren't getting along, and I think, and then the government, I don't know, but it'd be interesting. Somebody could share. Get in touch with me. We will talk about that. Hey. Lutzake. I just all inbox. Okay. I'm waiting for the inbox. was just waiting. Lac Rocher from Brochet, yeah. I thought that's all cool. Oh, okay. That's so Taduli Lake there. Because there's not kero in a Dene communities in Lena Manitoba then. Not K. Black Brochet shu Taduli Lakes, huh? Let's see then. Bana Dalutwe. Black Brochet Dalutwe. Dalutwe. Yeah. And Taduli Lake there. I don't know. Then Abazi. But very Banani there is a little interesting because Lucy Thanalt was sharing with us last month, and then Tantu Thanalt and then the government does this 200 some years later, just push for more Dene content. Sylvester Dorothy, pretty sad. Closer to home. Turner Lake was relocated from Clear Lake 1965-66. It takes away your self-identity, your cultural way of life. People may not realize it, but other social problems result from relocation. Denetla ay Kata Burilt Clear Lake what's in Delu. Because Tuluhule Duani, see, I think that's why. And then the government said, this is where you're going to Birch Narrows. So, Adinka Nahi Adinka. Heard a few stories, little bits and pieces. But yeah. Tuluhule Duani, see, a dog gets in Clear Lakes and the Aze Nintelu. Nicht nezuu Tululea, I guess. That's what I was told. Of course, it's a Dene. So,
here's a business idea that will save you time and money. Get on.
Gonna touch on another video. Dene did maybe it 7 sacred teachings in Chippewan Dene. So maybe it's Victor again. Someone asking my books and verse. Oh, okay. So if you want to share any of that with me, Zinek, I was sent this video, and it's kind of interesting. Don't you see the things it just ties together. It just ties together. But let's check this out, this video, and then we'll chat. It's 24 minutes long. We'll just go in a little bit. Dene Ade. So this is called 7 Sacred Teachings. Dene Ao Chippewan.
Asi Tlasiti Beseoriti Edekethi Harelion Zen Zekezeti Lukete Utins Trasteze Utins Eirt Ataita Athebet Ast Delthosi Bekoresha Edegethi Tu Saha Ansi Athe Norilsert Asi Benat Ahucha Harelion Nenek Harelion Asi Besetsuti Asi Benat Helsa Tseni De Bertiu Asi Na Asinaster Huli Ate Benuhnini Chaile Nanetzerle Dene Nezone Lichate Tche Nezone Nather Asi Drilzai Ete Kethilin Nuniasi Nul'i Ete Kethi Nunia Thensin Nadi at Ile Harelion Thanae Hetta at Begel Cholatu Bulfni Nuniete Bettina Bel Anti at Asi Besetzoti Hat Nilchert at ele Nuniasi Harelion Thana Deat Yekorelia Hat Ilkini Ziritil at Enate Etegethi Heharil den Etesailti Si Eteniden Asira Hutet Ahunidanile Di Anze Aste Fenen Natural der Zekrita Nunianili Ante Etegethi Ilo Ziltu Sage Julie Cedar Sweetgrass Dirisid Digi Asid Gayat Ziltu Di Ans Betora God's in Ziltu Edechel Zenelki Marcy Hunidan Hasi Bet Inhat Do Dechen Yage her Chu Sinita Aspen Hulie Diri Dechen Aspen Etegethi Inle Albert Inha Hilchu Aspen Richen Bet Flutni Gau Ha Bet Shen Season Neither Diri Asi Etegethi Inle De Si Harishi at ha net at Marcy Huni then si hat hat o huzon at
Seven sacred teachings. Hulilai. You can tell it, okay, this is from farther north. I guess when the Lush, our area, we're the farthest. Well, other than Navajo people, Tsutina, in between. But it's very interesting. Seven sacred teachings. I just had an email about copyrighted content, so I had to turn that off, Yaza. Because some of the rules of live streaming, don't want to get banned from live streaming. But Edlanuthen, pretty cool. Let's see, what are we, 35 minutes in? You know, doing Zineke, I couldn't see talking about mental health too, and then Noya Tia, the teachings, 7 sacred teachings. Yeah, se boring nila na ya like alkalia, but see the nube tia alkalia. Yeah. Very, very interesting. But doing Zineke ha yertzen balaulio, I'm gonna finish off at the Shen. It's a Dene drum dance. Let's check this out, and then we'll finish her off this evening, this morning. This is 2016. Oh my goodness. Cho Drummers. Must see Cho for sharing a video on YouTube. Looks like that was 2016. Let's see. Another awesome short clip. Cho Drummers perform. Cha. Dog rip. Oh, they got more videos. A double 2-step. Okay. I'm gonna play one more. Let's see that it newest 1999. Okay, videos. True Northern Julieta. 2 months ago. Okay. It is from, I don't know if it's 2022. Dog rib. I don't think dog rib. Cool. Huliele. Clean cho. Clean cho. Clean cha. Clean cho. I miss those big drum dances here in NWT. Be a lot of fun. Then you turn a lake hui on a that I'll dilu. Talgalas and I either. Then a hell. But I don't know, Boran Nila. One day I'm gonna have my own drum. Course, I just need to go to Fort Mac and visit and learn how to make my own. But Bechoko, Bechoko, NWT, Bechoquen. Oh man, these are old videos. Really old videos. Okay, I'm gonna play one more. Just gotta find the one. Because you get in the you get in the mood there. Any drum dance. I just want to watch all of them. Oh, here we go. Dene Gathering. Let's yeah. Then I'm gonna finish off. Okay. It's 3 minutes long, 8. Oh, Baku. Adret Calgary. It's hui on in it, Wendy. Doig River First Nation. Oh, Doig River is actually BC. Here's in Danahalya Lenny. So there, this is okay. Let's go. 3 minutes hazır. see what happened there? There's some people round dancing the Cree way. Then we got the Dene is coming right along. Hui. Then a lot of people. It's not called. Then are round dance with you. It's not. It's not called a round. A drum dance and drum dance with you. That dila und u. That's how I am told. So it's very cool. Doig River, they're out in it. Beaver people darling it. Bay a tier the is it let dunu. Tenants on adre Gary. Balyailtia. Doig River. Then a honel tenne 1 year ago. 2 minutes long. But actually, let's watch it again. Let's watch this one, Gary. See if Beatirit are. I know Shena Beatia Honaltana.
People goes back to the Ice Age, which is 12,500 years. That's a long time. That's over 370 generations. So we want to be able to make sure that the story never dies, because that's what our ancestors told us. Don't let it go. Always use it. So we want to do that for the next generation, because a lot of the young generation that came weren't exposed to a lot of the things that we had. So now my job right now is to make sure it's out there, preserved, so that you can be able to look at it as an artifact. So the young generation can look into the archives and then find some songs or some stories, written things, language, and they can start to use that and make something with it. And because really at the end of the day, it's all about the journey. So young people go on a journey, they look for a vision quest, and then they go along the ways to find different people or things to learn from. And then they'll come back as a wise soul and put their find a role within the community to make the community grow. So basically, it's a journey of life, a hero's journey for kids. We're going to create a narrative about reclaiming our culture, history, and our languages, to making a movie about Beaver woman's story, the origin, creation story. That is what's going to engage people. But if we just say, come on and talk about whatever, we can talk about any kind of thing and get nowhere at all. We'll just have a whole list of stuff that we're going to have. But then it's either going to get translated from Beaver to English, and then it sits there, which we do have right now. Lots of whole bunch of stories that are translated from Beaver language to English, and it's written on a piece of paper. What good is that? We need to do something with that. Turn it into a script, turn it into something else that we can be useful. Attention span is very, very small or short. So therefore now we have to alter our teaching methods in order to get to those youth and understand how they learn. Right now they got Facebook, they got TikToks. TikToks is a new cultural thing that is like 30-second to a minute piece. That's how they're going to learn. And we got to make it exciting like that, using the latest social media platforms, so that the kids don't think that, oh, they're just teaching or learning about something old. This is really hip stuff, by making new music with the language example. So we can't just talk about it. We have to do something with it to engage them. That's a critical piece.
Some good points there. Gary Oker, you beaver language boss. And it's in a curse in I said this. And it might not be for filming, recording. But don't do they? How do we make it fun? So Noah's Canna is always on YouTube day. Subscribe to Dene Yati podcast. Cause then you get out today, they're gonna see, hey, be it live day. You know, always keep this kid friendly. So Ita salot in a dun zinega masi choner ho soon. Eshchina 1 hour. 1 hour. Salute, yeah. Atlanothan, what do you think Gabin down in it do? Or should I cost a don't ho? Or should I just go cook a cost a do? Maybe neck bone Tiras do probably about let's see, 4 hours. We can have bases on neck bone day. Maybe Gabi. No, not tomorrow. Gotta go to the gym. Yeah, maybe. It's cornery and but maybe I'll go live again. We'll see. But Edlanu then, I believe next week I'm trying to get a mornings a little early, not 11 o'clock, but something every day. So if you have a topic there that you want to discuss, I'm going to make a post and I will try to find the right people. Then I have going to see a boss. So with that, must chon or since hello dinner. It is just getting started. Just let it go and then move on. Aho. You know, then it nenistol season. Then it is nenistol season. I'm going to leave you with that. So, see Willis Janvier Hushe, Ninte last tours, La Loche, Saskatchewan, Clearwater River Dene Nation band member at the Heslio and Dunzinege Treaty 4 territories in Halhuntati Dasa. Masicho.